Hi, everybody. Well, it's the holiday season here at the Arizona Broadway Theater, and of course, we're always kicking off the holiday season with one of our main stage productions. We've got a number of shows happening in the theater. But right now, it's really all about The Sound of Music, running through December 29th here at ABT. And I've got with me today two of the stars of the show. Of course, Maria, played by Trisha Disworth, and of course, Captain Von Trapp, played by John Dooley. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you? You got to remember that.
Doing
thing.
well. Yeah, I know.
Good.
Normally it's up here.
I know. Well, guys, so now the show just opened recently, and we're into a pretty long run of this, like I said, through December 29th. Have either one of you played these roles before?
I did Captain Von Trapp in a concert version, but never the full version. And 9 years ago, I was Rolf Gruber, so with Tulsa Opera.
Age is awful,
I
isn't
know,
it?
it's terrible. In 9 years, you suddenly have 7 kids.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Trisha, a very iconic role, of course. Everybody knows the movie and Julie Andrews, but really this goes back to the original Broadway show. And has this been a role that you've wanted to play? And tell us a little bit about how it feels so far.
Well, this is the first time I've played the role, and it is something very, very special to me. I don't think I realized quite how special it would be until we got in the midst of the process and working with the children and creating this beautiful character who changes so much throughout the show.
Yeah, quite an arc.
It's an honor, so I love it.
Awesome. Well, John, now, of course, Christopher Plummer played the role in the movie. For you, did you grow up thinking that there'd come a time that you wanted to be Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you grow up with, as a kid, you sing all the songs, and, every music box plays Edelweiss, and you look at it as something to aspire to be a part of it. And, it's really kind of an iconic piece of musical theater and in film and on stage, and it's really a pleasure to be able to do the original Broadway version, which gives him a little bit more to do, a couple added songs or original songs that were taken out of the movie, so it's nice to be able to actually do those in its original.
People will recognize Edelweiss. Let us know about some of the other songs that he sings that are a little different than the movie.
Well, in the movie, the Baroness doesn't sing, and Max Detweiler as well. They took out both of their
smaller parts. Yeah.
And so they kind of get to deal more with their relationship as a trio and as a duo between Elsa, the Baroness, and the Captain. So there's probably a couple of songs that the audience might not be as familiar with, but it gives more of an interesting take, less of the love story and more of the political parts that are going on that they deal with in their relationship as a duo and a trio.
Well, these musicals are ones that we all know so well, of course, Rodgers and Hammerstein classics. And really, they don't get to be fully produced, from the costumes to the sets and the orchestra and a cast, from top to bottom. What's it like for you at Rodgers and Hammerstein? Beautiful music. It's a little different. You've just gotten finished doing Trailer Park the Musical here at Arizona Broadway Theater and Hairspray.
Yes.
And now The Sound of Music. Tell me the differences here. The architecture of the musicals is different.
It's completely different. The script of this show, I think, is so incredibly beautiful. And one of the difficulties in learning it is that we speak in such a way now, our modern speech is so different from the way that this show is written that, even learning a line, I would know what I was supposed to say, but the exact words that the playwright used were something that I had to really work over and over and over again in order to get it into my body. And it really transforms you. And the amazing set and costumes and lighting, I am amazed at what this show has become here at this theater. It is stunning to be a part of it. It helps me in my process because I am completely transformed on stage. Everything surrounding me helps me create my character, and the classic show. Those are things that I really love being a part of. I enjoy the modern shows as well, just as much, but there's something really special about being a part of creating something that so many people find nostalgic, and the audiences so far have just stunned me in their awe of what we've
selling
produced.
so well. I mean, the theater itself has about 470 seats, and I know that over this last week and since the opening, we've seen really big houses. You get an opportunity to talk with the patrons after the shows. What are some of the comments you've heard? And they can be the funny ones too.
You know, it's really helped me to hear their feedback. They have all just been so warm and kind, and I've never seen people leave a theater so happy and so transformed. It's just been lovely.
And you get with the variety of people that are here in the community, you get responses of, you know, I saw Mary Martin do this on Broadway. You know, of course I grew up with the movie. I lived in Germany. I went through this. And, you know, it brought back a lot, both positive and, you know, hard emotions for them to deal with. So, and down to the littlest kid that has come to the theater for the very first time. I mean, a number of people know and love this show as adults, and they're bringing their children for the first time. And there you can see that, you know, you're also inspiring the next generation of performer on the stage with the incredibly talented 12 kids between the two casts that we have that are going to come up and take our jobs one day, down to the next generation of performers that don't even know that they're performers yet, but hopefully will be inspired by this show and us and the children and everybody to go, hey, I actually really like that music. And they've all said that they would come back again, even if it was their first time. So we must be doing something right, hopefully.
Right, and the children are such an important part of this show. I know that ABT auditioned close to 60 different kids for these roles, and there's two casts. How has it been working with the kids on stage? They're such an important part of this show.
They've been a delight. I love working with both sets of children. They all bring something a little bit different to their characters, and they just backstage, on stage, it's been such a joy. They are wonderful.
And they're like a little family too. I mean, normally, I mean, if you actually had a family of 7 children, there would be, you know, you picking on each other and things like that, but they're all really wonderful to each other and, you know, occupy their time. They're making the entire cast little rubber band bracelets and,
that's fun.
you know, they're really great, but then you can sit down and have an intelligent adult conversation with them as well, like, you know, they're a peer. And so they're all old souls and very talented.
So. Now, interesting, both of you are Arizona State graduates, are you? Are you University?
University of Arizona.
Oh, competitive.
Wildcat
and Devils here. That's always good for
We've
the
never
viewing
discussed
audience.
that till
Really
this
good.
interview.
Well, at least we know it's equitable between the two of you.
That's right.
Now,
an issue.
Tricia, you live here in Phoenix.
I do now,
And call
yes.
it home, yes. And John, you are in Pittsburgh.
But I did undergrad and graduate work at
Graduate program.
Arizona State.
Tell the viewers a little bit about some of your careers, like what you've done in the past and kind of what led you here to Arizona Broadway Theater.
Well, I got my master's degree in 2002, and I've been trying to get back to Arizona in any capacity to work, so I'm very grateful to be making my ABT debut.
And you got a call from an alumni and a fellow peer.
Who could that have been?
Recommended him for the job.
Which I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And but no, I was classically trained, so I perform a lot on the operatic side of things, and have recently begun doing more what they call crossover from the opera side to the music theater side, and I love both equally, and so I do a lot of opera and operetta and legit music theater, which is kind of the
one
old.
of your last gigs was also Rodgers and Hammerstein.
I did Carousel with the New York Philharmonic
on PBS
on a broadcast as part of Live from Lincoln Center.
So exciting!
And that was a phenomenal experience.
Yeah.
And
how's the experience been here in Peoria so far? You guys having a good time?
Absolutely. I mean, there's one thing, whether it's 74 pieces with the New York Phil or our orchestra here at ABT, getting to hear Rodgers and Hammerstein live with a live orchestra, there's nothing like it. I mean, there's just no better experience than that. And
now, Tricia, you, like I said, you've performed here at ABT. What are some plans coming up in the future? Do you get an opportunity for a little break in between here?
I do have a break coming up, but as an actor, it's funny because as soon as you see that break coming up, you think, okay, I have to, you know, figure out what my next job is and all of that. And it's being an artist is always a funny thing
Yeah.
because we all have that inner struggle, and we try and figure out, you know, what's the best for our career. What brought me back to Arizona was my family. My parents live in Mesa, and it was something that after being in New York and working out of New York for a while and then Chicago, I decided that pretty soon I want to have a family, and I want to be close to my family. And
And it's great that
yeah.
I think for the Valley, that we can have a venue like Arizona Broadway Theater that puts on these great shows. And, you know, most people might not know, all of the sets and everything at ABT are built here. So what you see behind you and all of the sets that make up the Sound of Music and the productions that are on the main stage at ABT are all produced here. So it's kind of a little family, you know, we make everything happen. Well,
So-
congratulations to both of you. It is a beautiful production. Again, this runs through December 29th. We hope that we get the opportunity to have you all out here at Arizona Broadway Theater. Don't miss some of the other shows that are happening here, from Christmas My Way, which is a Sinatra tribute, the Winter Wonderettes, and we also have, after the holidays, Jack Jones, January 9th and 10th, the legendary Jack Jones here at Arizona Broadway Theater. Come and join us. We'd love to have you for the holidays, and we hope to see you again soon.